Hello, so you're probably struggling how to train on your own. Maybe you don't know how to plan a session, how you should increase the intensity of the drill. Is it even working for yourself? All these questions, I've been there before and I know what's like not having the right support, the right guidance to improve, especially when you train on your own. Well, with my experience and my knowledge, I will help you. I have designed a session that will target a lot on some speed dribbling, agility, reaction. So the session is specific to what we will do in a game. Every little thing is planned with a purpose and there's a reason behind why I'm doing it. I am going to explain to you as we go on with the session. Everything I'm doing from the start to the end is very important, so make sure you stay along. Before we go any further, please, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to my channel. This could be the first and last time that you see me, so subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much. I always try my best to create valuable content that will help you improve as a player, as a person, in life as well. So guys, to start with the session, this is going to be a warm-up. All we're going to do is focus on the basic of the game, literally just transferring from end to end with the football. But there is a twist to why we are doing this. First of all, I want you this to be more of like a warm-up, and but not only that as well, I want you to get comfortable with the football. So you're going to dribble about in here for about 5 seconds like this, and so different things transfer. When you are transferring forward, I want you to take little touches, left foot, right foot, mix little things like this, transferring forward. And when you're also transferring forward, now can you look up? There's no point of you just dribbling with the football. Nah. Heads up, dribble with the football, looking up, scanning your shoulders at some point. I want to see you guys have that low sense of gravity when you're dribbling, nudging the ball, keeping the ball close to you. It's very important that when we're dribbling with the football, if we can keep it close to us, it's better, because we're in a better position to navigate through, to get away from our man. So for the purpose of this drill, keep it close to yourself. I want you as well to be comfortable at performing skills. Don't just look down, look up, scan, move, there. All right, so now that I've explained what we're doing here, I'm going to show you a good example, and once you've done that, you will rest for about 45 seconds. Do this drill about 5 times. Look at how low I am getting. Shifting it. Transfer. Slowing down. Sometimes you won't have enough time to do like a proper warm up. So just doing things like this will just get us going. We are also going to be doing some sprints, so it's important that we warm up right. My legs are a bit tired from all the work I've been doing these few past days. So this is also good when it comes to that muscular endurance. I want you to just do the basics. Just activate your arms a bit more, your muscles, focus on that more as well. Everything that we do, we need to focus on range of motion. So you can improve your range of motion by doing mobility exercise. Honestly, this is an example. So focus on the mechanic of how the body moves. So if you have the wrong technique when we're training, that could lead us to poor performance. We could get injured as well because we perform the wrong technique, and it stops us from progressing our training because we're at a level where we're doing something wrong. So we have to bring it back a bit, the basics, and get it right. So now that you've done a bit of some mobility, like I've always said, it's important. Things like this, there's no point of you doing this. Nah, what are you doing? What is this? There, you're a footballer, bro. You're a footballer. Up and up, fully activate your range of motion.
things like this will help you, honestly. So do it properly or don't do it at all. There's no point. If you're gonna train right. So focus on the mechanic. All these things, because we are going to be doing some sprints, it's important that we have the right technique when we're also sprinting. Basic stuff. So guys, let's go into the next part of the training. Remember, in football, we do a lot of agility, a lot of change of direction. When we're training, we need to warm up as well our joints. Honestly, so important. A lot of footballers, they neglect this. You know, down your career, you could get like seriously injured if you don't do things. This is why I do a lot of things like this in my training. The basics things. You know, you don't have to flip and change everything. This is being done at the prem. Anyways, what you're gonna do, focus a lot on lateral movement. We're gonna start right here in the middle. So just pay attention to what I'm doing. 3, 4, 5. There. Shuffle. There. Back in. There. Back with the football now. Take it. We're just moving. We are footballers, so I like to put this sort of thing in training. About 40 seconds rest on that mechanic of driving forward, decelling. So drive, decel, drive, decel. Make it specific. In football, you could go like this, stop. For example, you're marking your man, you're defending, you have to stop, plant your foot. Now can you shuffle back? Now mechanic, backing, change, open up your body when you're doing it. So there's a mechanic behind this. So decel. Let's go again. So there. But I'm going forward because I want to activate my full mechanic of my body into a sprinting technique. Now I'm going to go there. Decel. There. Decel. Jog it. Now the football. Oh. If you that's part of training, lads. Alright? Guys, right now I can feel a bit of some workload right here, my Hercules, and my muscle fibers, they're stretching apart a bit more. This is showing me that I'm doing something right, but I'm not putting too much stress on my joint, on my tendons, you know, just yet. This is why I am working at a training zone of 60 to 70% right now. Remember, we are going to go into a sprint. Now we're going to focus on ground contact, getting used to bounce back really quick, generate that explosive to go forward. So all we're going to do, stick the landing, good. Stick the landing, there. Stick the landing, there. That's enough. You don't want to burn yourself with the high intensity stuff just yet. When you go again, fast. There. Good. Chop. Now with the football, can you do a skill in between those cones? It could be like this. You coming. Move it about, back in. Make a mistake, that's alright. Different skill every single time. Like that. Nice. That's enough. So last one is your mechanic to move backwards. Alright? We do this sort of movement a lot in a game. So let's make sure we replicate those sort of things. We are going to start backwards. Here, mistake. I am not checking my shoulders. Make it realistic to what you will do in a game. There's no point in going backwards if you won't check your shoulders. You don't have to be fully flat. Sideways is good. That way you can transfer your weight. Easier for you to react, that reaction time to get in and out of awkward situations. So we're gonna go. See, also when I'm doing it, because I'm scanning my shoulders, I'm able to, when I'm about here, knowing where I am on the field, knowing where I am, where my next step will go before I move and I transfer my weight. So you want to do that. So now that's just the first phase. Now this is the second phase. Movement is very important. There, shuffle, 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 back, decel, checking, 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 back with the ball. Remember, do a skill if you can, keeping the ball. Nice. Look, you don't need a lot of space. You don't need a lot of space when we're doing these sort of things. There's no excuse why you should not be training. Find a space, go out there and start training. I can do so much with this just setup. It's how you put it in a game scenario. If you're a defender, midfielder, attacker, is it going to be specific to what you're doing? But for now, this is perfect for every single position. All right, so now that we've done that, we are going to rest. So we focus on going forward, side to side, backwards. Guess what we did not do? Enough of getting up in the air. We need to get up in the air. We're going to do one set of this. Jump, 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 jog it, jump, 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 jog it, back in, jog it, jump, jump, jump. Now that we've done that, we're going to bounce. Just there, bouncing, 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 bouncing. Putting load. I change, that's it. Literally. And that's you done. It's not about doing too much, it's about the quality of the training. Alright? Don't feel like, oh, because you've done it like that, you need to do more. No. Quality. Sometimes just doing one rep is enough. Now, we are going to move on to the next part of training. This is where I'm going to focus a lot on some speed dribbling, agility as well. You know, everything that we've been working on, we are going to put this in practice with this session, where we are going to work about 80% of our max. All right. So far, if you're liking this content, please subscribe. I want to get to 10k by the end of the year. I want to help a lot of people. So I believe I've helped you enough because you're still watching. So thank you. Subscribe if this is your first time. Anyways, let's go. So guys, I've just had about a good 3-minute rest. What I'm going to focus on here is going to be everything that we've been working on into one practice. This is why I have set up a circuit training again. But not only that, we are also going to be working aerobically. You know, because in football, that's what we use most of the times. And obviously, there's going to be some sprint again to replicate what we'll do in a game. So first of all, to start off the session, now toes, get low, there, with the ball now. Please. Slow down, relax, relax, relax. Then there. Then relax again, control. Get the ball up. Yeah, rest. That was about 20 seconds of sharpness. In the game, now that I've done that sharpness, he will be jogging about somewhere else now, getting in position, in shape. So that's what we're going to focus on. Get back in position. This is your active rest. Use the whole area if you want to. I made a mistake here earlier. That's part of the game. It's how you react. The reaction is very important. You don't have enough time to be complaining. React, hold, open up. Yeah, step up, step up, step up. Man on. Shape. Yeah. First principle when I'm training, even though you make a mistake, and it's the last part, finish strong. Basic. Can you do it when you're tired? When we're training alone, depending on your position, make it specific to what you need. According to the FA, be careful how you're training for headers. Alright, so do more research. But I just know it's to reduce the amount of concussions that we get further down the line after playing football. And it's so important that when you're training, be in a training zone. Right now, I feel a bit tired in terms of like, I've exerted my body to a position where I'm like, okay, now I need to push myself a bit more. It's pre-season, that's normal. I've been training for the whole week and that's fine. Me talking to you right now, it's also me resting. For example, when there's like a water break or someone's injured, so things like this. But earlier I made a mistake when I dropped the ball. Because I dropped the ball does not mean I have to redo the whole session, because I am putting a lot of stress on my joints, my muscles. So this is why I want to focus my punishment, do push-ups, 10 push-ups, 20 push-ups, and then move on. There's no point of me trying to recreate all that, you know, the workload can be too high, and this is where you could get injured. So it's important that you adapt your training by reducing the amount of workload. Now that I've just done this, I will rest like 3 minutes, then do the same thing again 3 times. That's all. Here it's in a straight line, but those cones replicate because in the game you just won't run in a straight line. Sometimes you have to slightly turn. This is why those cones are there, forcing you to turn a bit more, adjust a bit more, forcing you to use your weak foot, strong foot, adapting left foot, right foot, changing pace, slowing down, basic as well. When we're dribbling the football, key principle, keeping the ball close to you, going low if you can, you know, looking up, scanning, low sense of gravitational, something like that. So yeah, man, look, I'm not a perfect coach. You know, I've been training for the past decades. I've made a lot of mistakes. So now I feel like I'm at a level where I can educate you. So if I'm making a mistake and you feel like what I'm telling you is wrong, please let me know in the comment down below. Currently, I'm doing my UFOBA license. It's a big qualification. I'm a qualified coach currently, but I'm looking to always step up my game, you know, and I still play football, you know, and I'm still trying to get back to the full-time league again. So if this is your first time, subscribe to my channel, because I am on a journey as well, road to pro. So let's work together. All right, love, thank you. I've got my little bro here coming. Now we are going to do a session. Look, he's getting knocked out, man. How you gonna get bullied like that? Come on, get out then. Get out, you're defender, get out. Come on then. I'm messing, serious, don't get injured. Anyways, subscribe. I want to do a session for you guys, defenders. So pay attention to what we're gonna do. Subscribe, all right? Innit, be my guy.